Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott going to do it himself.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
L.J. Collier. Russell Wilson.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup, and that's caught inside the 35.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Draw play, Elliott. And now running right through it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
3. Seahawks, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. Travis Homer on the loose. And he will score.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you
6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Is good.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. And a Cowboy first down.
Now Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Here's Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Come on with it, man.
Chris Jones on.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A pass underneath for Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Good for another Seahawks.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for it all. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Cowboys 3.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And this carries into the end zone.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 70 yards, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10. At their own 20.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And this one's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up a third down.
And from the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 20! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Wilson, he's going to keep it. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Russell Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He gives it off to Carson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there are going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. And running with power here. Gets through and now an opening. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 54 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Ezekiel.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air again, Prescott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football.
Prescott's pass complete.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked him.
And the Cowboys Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Russell Wilson.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School.